Hello, Internet. This is LordMaddog, and I'm coming at you with an update of what I have been up to. And I have been up to adding my character creator system to my Souls RPG template. So you see here, I have this beautiful girl, which is a MetaHuman girl, in my game set template. She's got her full armor on, she's got her weapon equipped, she's looks pretty good, and I'm going to go ahead and test it out a little bit and then show you how it works. So you see here, she can jump, swing, have a voice. If I had any skills, she could perform any skills. I don't have any skills on me. She can change her equipment, just like any other character. See here, change equipment. Yes, she is a fully functioning custom character in the game template system. So we're going to show you exactly how that works. Let's go ahead and start a new game. We hit new game. When you hit start new game, it'll detect that a new game is started. It will then instantly teleport you to the character creating level. And in the character creator level, you can change your name. So we could change it to Rin. I'll have cap locks on. Right now, name does not affect much, but it won't take much for you to integrate to however you want to have your name affect your game. Okay, so basically just probably dialogue. Presets, so we can here easily click our different presets. Doot, doot. And we all work perfectly fine. That one took a few seconds to load in. Yeah, yep. See here? And then we have male and sex. And if you see male and sex, we will automatically change armor. When you change, oops, it's female, we automatically change the armor's type. So it's now, I have equipment set up so that you can have it, so it'll detect the race and the sex, so you can have different armors according to each one. Okay, so we can also toggle clothes. I'm not going to do that with a female for obvious reasons. Okay, we have a voice. Let's go back to female here. Voices. So right now we have different voices. We have male rough. We have pitch. Test. Back to what? Male rough. Male calm. Male heavy. Female peppy. Female calm, which is my favorite. Female dark. And it's very easy to add more of these. I will have a tutorial on how to add more voices, really easy. Okay, so when we have our hair, which is we've already gone over with the system, the face, all this stuff is normal. And it all works perfectly as you would expect. Accessories, same thing, same difference. And then once you're done, you just hit done. Obviously, over here in the corner, we also have our different animations. One thing we do know, I do not have the voice animated when the voice is being played right now. That should be, I may eventually add that to the system, and it should be pretty easy, but I just don't have any facial animations other than the default ones that come with the system. So I might have to, I know you can use a phone to record some facial animations, so I might just need to make some facial animations for sounds and stuff like I'm break my mouth open and whatnot. All right, so obviously we have these here that take a few seconds to load. There we are. We can slip through these real quick, and then we can also change the day times. Oh, day speed. No, here time of day. So we can make it night and make it day. Everything works perfectly as you would expect it to work for the character creator. And once you're done with your character creation, you can just hit done over here in the corner. And if you find a mirroring game, you can adjust your character later, confirm. And that'll teleport us back out to where we can actually play the game as you normally would. Another thing, or you can also, whoops, forget him, we don't need to talk to him.
All right.
Okay, over here is the mirror. Customize your character. So that will teleport us back to where we can customize a character. So if we aren't happy with the way we have our character looking, we can easily change it. Over here we have a full set of actual working armor for this meta. All my other armor that I have examples, they do not work for the MetaHuman character. I had to specifically go into MetaTailer, and MetaTailer, unless you have Pro version, you get a limited amount each month. So I only had 2 exports this month, so that's what I did. I exported this armor set for both male and female. And obviously you can make your own armor and whatnot if you want. Okay, and then we have accessories, and if we here that is another thing to note. I have it so you can customize for your character setups. So as you can see, one of the big problems I was having with having multiple different types of body adjustments is that the clothes would be overlapping, and we would have problems with that. So I had to basically make my own meta character setup, and I'll go over how that works in a bit. But another thing that I made was also a character customization system for your armor right here. So what any of these armor pieces you want to go to, we want to customize them. So let's say I want to hide this. This was already available, but now I can hide it. But let's say I want to change the color of my this one. I can change it. I can even change the size of it a little bit. But you don't want to do that too much with actually. You want to do that only with accessories right now. So let's say I want to change this to white. There we are. We change it to bright, and we want to maybe make the metallic a little bit brighter on it, and maybe a little bit less bump map, maybe more bump map. Nope. Well, maybe kind of getting some artifact effects there. So we'll just leave it at that, and we'll roughness down, roughness up. That's about good. So you can see here we can now change, and I can even change the tint color here. So if I wanted a red, yellow, blue. Any of that color. I want to get kind of white, more white-like. There we are. Done. And we can even do it with our accessories. So we come back here. Let's say this I was showing this. My auto armor. And that's another thing. You see you have a slight clipping with the auto armor. We'll mess with that in a second. I'll show you how to fix that. Like, because each armor like a little bit different. So we have this. We can change our color just like we were doing with that. So brightness, intensity, color, but we can also move its positioning. So let's say we wanted it to be our left elbow, so I'd have to then position it into where I want it to be on my arm, or if I wanted to be with my stomach, pelvis is best because that's where I had it originally, but I can then move it here on this location up and down. I can move its location to forward and backwards. So, and if I take it off, that it'll save its value. So like here, you can see here, I have it slightly over to the middle. We hit done, and let's say I take it off, dequip, and we can put it back on. It will have saved its position right there, and it will be permanently saved now that it saves its own data. This one here, let's customize it. We want to have it a little bit farther, its size. We want it to have it a little bit back farther. So we probably want, is that Y? Yep, there we are. We have a little bit there. So it doesn't collapse with the armor underneath. But I also made a little bit, so we probably want to move it just slightly back. So their chest is not, oops, that's the wrong one, that's left and right. There we go. Chest is slightly too big, so we're going to move this down ever so slightly back to what, 1%. And now each piece of armor you can specifically adjust and change the colors, and to everything works just the way you want. You don't have to have any clipping or anything like that. Oops, I messed that up. It got more clipping in the back because I wasn't looking at the back. Because with each character being able to change their size a little bit, you know, characters are going to want to have their own setup. So I made this system so it works perfectly fine. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff now. No clipping. And if you wanted to hide the armor for the underneath the undershirt for this, which I wouldn't suggest because this here comes up, then you would see stomach and whatnot. But you could hide the undershirt or the chest underneath for different types of armor as well, which I'll show you how to do. And that's pretty much the whole customization system. I really like how it turned out for the setup. Here we are. I can even change the size on this ring here because she has a smaller hand. But I'm not going to do that right now. Let's talk about the actual customization system, F11. I have a few errors I have to fix up that I'm fixing up and dealing with. But let's say let's go ahead and open this one we see here, this is where my race and sex is. So my race and sex now have different messes. So right here, we said this is the manually changed variable, race and sex mess. So if you're a male, this is the male mesh that's going to show up. So it's a race 0, which means it's human, and sex 0, which means it's a man. And if we come here, we have race 0, sex 1, which means it's a female. And then we have for parts to hide, this is the stuff we're going to hide underneath. We're hiding our underwear and hiding our butts and we're hiding our legs. So that way their legs and our butt and legs and underwear do not pop out from underneath it. And I can show you what I mean by that, because you can see it there's a slight delay every time you change the equipment. So we're going to go ahead and come over here into the light. And we'll go into customization again. And we can hide this really quick. All right, did you see there for a second? It was the legs and the pants were not there for a brief second. And here, if you click it again, for a brief second, the underwear show through. Yep, and that's the mutable system. So each armor can tell what pieces it wants to hide underneath it, so we don't have clipping. Each armor is obviously going to have to be set up for that. So it's just a couple more pieces, things that you have to change. And that's just the problem with making video games, is everything gets complicated. And if you want to have a really good video game, then you got to have many moving parts. And a lot of stuff, much as possible, that can be automated, I've automated, but there's other things that just need human interaction. Eventually, it won't be human interaction in anything because it'll all be AI, but we're not there yet, thank God. And that's my character integration system. This will be, like I said, I've got a couple bugs to fix, and then it'll be added up on the market for free. I mean, I'm added to the current system. It's a free update to it. Of course, you still have to buy it. LordMaddog signing off.